Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be presenting on the topic Impact of Agile Development Practices on Project Outcomes. This topic comes under our subject Software Management in Engineering. So now let's see. So Agile development is a methodology that emphasizes on iterative progress and collaboration. So let me make it very simple. So Agile development or a process is a combination of iterative and incremental process, which I'll be in telling you soon what it means. So it mainly focuses on adaptability and the responsiveness to change throughout your project lifecycle. Now, understanding it impacts the outcome of your project very severely. So it is very crucial for organizations which aim for aiming high efficiency or better quality of outcomes. So now, as I said about the iterative and incremental, so to make you understand simply, for example, you take construction. So what iterative process does is that if you finish the first floor of your house and there are any mistakes in it, you revisit it and you fix everything. While what incremental states is that one, it according to iterative process you fix everything, and in incremental it means that the mistake you made here should not be repeated in the second floor. So the mistakes of the first floor should not be repeated in second floor, and once second floor is built again, you take in the iterative process. So that is why you say agile development is a combination of iterative and incremental process. Now there are some key agile principles. There are over 12 of them, but here I have mentioned only 3. So in agile principles you promote the customer's collaboration over contract negotiation. What this means is that rather than creating a contract with your stakeholder or whoever it is, you better have them work with you most of the time. You keep giving them feedbacks, prototypes, and you keep getting the changes that they ask for. So it is a very better process compared to you talk to them once, create a draft negotiation, and then try and fix everything, finish everything, and come at the end. That doesn't work out a lot. So they encourage responding change rather than the following fixed plan. So as I mentioned, rather than following a fixed plan, you'd rather go for that person to be there with you and guide you at that moment, at live moment, telling what changes they want. So another principle is that continuous improvement through reflection in core tenet of agile methodologies. That is, after having done some mistakes or having done a few projects, agile developers need to reflect on what they have done and what they shouldn't do. There are also many others, such as they should have always work with motivated individuals. Communication should have like be more face to face most of the time. So there are many other principles. There are over 12 of them, which you can see through in the textbook. Now let's see enhanced collaboration. So agile practices foster improved communication among team members. As in agile software, you see it focuses more on teamwork rather than individual work. So you have something under agile, you get something called as extreme programming and many others, which say that you need to follow pair programming. That is, you you are developing one software or a program, you have multiple people working on it. So that is what it means here. So regular stand-up meetings are retrospective promote transparency and trust. So you have something called Scrum, also a Scrum, which is also a type of agile development process, which comes here. It means that you have regular meetings, a regular 15 minutes meeting after 30 every 30 days or every week, to know what is happening, how much has been completed, to maintain the transparency of what is happening. And increased collaboration often leads to innovative solutions and problem solving. It is, as the statement says, you're having more collaboration with your stakeholders, team members, and many others. It leads to achieving a better quality and more innovative answers for what we are developing. Now, agile methodologies prioritize incremental delivery of features and functionalities. I have already explained what is the incremental delivery about agile methodologies. This approach allows teams to release products more frequently and gather user feedbacks. As I say, they keep giving you prototypes and they gather more feedbacks, which consequently helps the organizations to quickly market the demands and reduce the time in the market. So agile development processes make it very faster, so it highly impacts your outcome, product outcome. Now the improved flexibility and adaptability. So the agile teams can quickly pivot based on user feedback and changing requirements. As I said, you have a live time update coming every time, a feedback from the prototype you created, which helps the teams to quickly adapt and make the changes according to the feedback to the software or whatever they are developing. This flexibility reduces the risk of project failures due to unforeseen circumstances. Since you are being guided through feedback most of the times, it reduces the risk factors. You see a high drop in the number of risks. And as a result, the project can be more aligned with the customer needs and the market trends. Now, seeing the agile development process also provides you with a really high quality of your software or anything that an agile team is developing. So continuous testing and integration are part of agile practices, which enhances the quality highly. Then regular user feedback loops and hell, like, how do you say, as I mentioned just now, you give the prototypes most of the times. That is what it means here. Regular user feedback loops, meaning every change is done of a prototype is created and given to your stakeholder, it keeps it this process is looped, it keeps happening again, which helps in identifying and addressing the issues early in the development processes itself. Agile projects often result in more reliable and user-friendly products. Thus, as with following these procedures, as you know, agile development process can generate more high quality products and user-friendly products. Here you can see in the image the agile testing life cycle, which helps in the high product quality generation. Now, agile involves stakeholders throughout the project ensuring their needs are met. As I mentioned, most of the times the stakeholders are there with the developers to make sure that their requirements are met all the time. So regular updates and reviews are keep the stakeholders informed and invested in the project success. So regular updates and reviews are always being provided to the stakeholders so that they know what is happening and they can keep a track and help the developers develop what they need. This engagement can also lead to high satisfaction and better development of softwares, which leads to a better project outcome. Now, increase team morale and productivity. Agile practices empower teams by promoting autonomy and ownership of tasks. That is, your in agile development, teams are created and every project is divided equally, which improves their ability to work together, their communication, how they own up to their tasks, and every other aspect of it. The iterative nature of agile can lead to quicker wins and boosting the team morals. The higher the morale is often correlated to the increased productivity in organizations, so which also helps in your better product outcomes. So there are still some challenges which is faced by agile implementation, that is transitioning to agile may encounter resistance from the traditional management services. There also, to transit into agile implementation, the teams must be very well trained to effectively implement agile process principles and practices. There is a and another one is that there is a misunderstanding about agile, that it can lead to incomplete adoption and potential of project pitfalls. And in conclusion, agile development, what we to learn today, what is agile development process, how it follows iterative and incremental methods, how organizations use it, how it boosts the morale of your team, how it gives better quality of product, how it makes it faster production of your product, and many more. So this is my presentation on agile development process and how they affect your product outcomes. Hope you understood something. Thank you.